Hello, everyone. I will be talking to you about my job shadowing and learning things the A6 way. A6 is currently the company that I work for, and it is a company that sells shoes and clothing, and they believe that they can provide people with a better life by providing great quality products. They've been doing this since 1949 and have been up a lot of marathons, and they will be in a part of next year's Olympics in Tokyo in 2020. So this company is big all across the nation and across the globe because it is very much so international as it started in China. Let's keep learning. The mission of the company, in their own words, for recent, is their mission, our mission in past, today, and in the future is to contribute to a healthful and sustainable society and bring joy to the people of the world through sports. We will keep working towards this goal. So they believe that with promoting sports and providing the best qualities that they can help give some people the best quality of life, because once people start working out and learning about sports, they tend to want to be more healthier, to do the things that they're doing and work towards a goal. You also probably have heard ASICS, sound mind, sound body. That is the meaning of the actual word ASIC, which is just an acronym as well. Okay. So who did I shadow? I've actually been job shadowing and training under my current boss, who is Amy McDonald. She has been with the company for a year now and has made great strides since then. She has helped develop other store teams in different states. And she is also the district talent trainer. So she goes to different stores and helps train and develop the talent within the store, and she is an assistant talent developer where she also works alongside another store manager in our district to help develop the talent of assistant managers so that they can get to the store manager level. So I job shadow her, and I specifically just about 3 weeks ago shadowed her on how to develop conference calls, leaderships as far as like talent, and what it takes to develop a program around that. So I like professional, learning different ways of teaching. With A6, they believe that everything comes to you when it does, and they're not into rushing the process. They think that everything should be smooth and easy and non-stressful. And that was a different thing for me to learn, as when I have been coaching and developing talent for companies, it's always been on a time limit. As for ASICs, it's not. They want you to get it when you do and completely understand what you're doing. I also learned the different uses of technology, as everything that ASIC has to do with the company is all the way down to technology, how we communicate through email, how we ring up sales through iPads and the different technologies and apps we use on that, all the way down to the shoes and what our shoes and clothing are comprised of. That is called technology with ASICs. So learning the different uses of technology was very amazing to me. And the last one was learning the history of the company and how it is incorporated into my everyday life, and also how it's incorporated into everything that I do at the company. They're very big on their morals and values and what the company has started off of. So any decision that is made always reverts back to how the company was started. Model. So some internal strengths that they have, and that they have an easy work-life balance, which is very important to a lot of young adults that work for the company and adults in general. And they only do internal promotions. Now that can also be a weakness too of theirs, that internally, because people from outside can bring in greatness, and also that the work can sometimes be too easy and too calm for some people, which makes it hard for employees to feel challenged. Some external opportunities they have are having more. They need more story about um, 100 stores in the US. Also, some threats that they might have that they don't do any massive advertising, which makes it hard for them to compete with other companies. Challenges that they have, they're slow to catching changes in the retail world. They like to stick to their morals and values. That goes right into them not advertising as much as other companies. That can create a challenge for them as far as being oversaturated in the market, just because other companies have put so much of themselves out there. ASICS can get overshadowed, and ASICS only has fewer stores than most of their competition too, as they're only in outlets across the U.S. They do not have any mall stores or lone standing stores. So the marketplace and the use of technology. So the marketplace, ASICS is one of the top performing shoe companies in their market as far as like running, and the way that they're helping boost those sales and kind of work around their low advertising is combining the two out of the three websites that they do have to get more product condensed into one. And the main website, which is ASICS, that's used by majority of the people here in the US. The other two websites that they did have were Anasaka Tiger, which is still standing alone, which is the original start where the company came from. And there was ASIC Tiger, which is now formed into the ASICS website too, so that people can receive more product and learn more about the company that way too. The uses of technology. So I spoke on this earlier as far as how technology is used when it comes to ASICs. So technology goes all the way down to what the shoes and what the clothing are comprised of. The majority of the shoes are comprised of gel or their flight foam. Those are their two biggest technologies that they use, as the flight foam is nothing like a memory foam. The flight foam is made to bounce back, as opposed to their gel, which is not made to compress at all. It takes in shock that you receive from the ground or anything that you're walking upon. And technology in general, with ASICS, is a company. Everything that they do, everything that they make, everything that they test, all the way down to the scientific part of the job and what the company um, prides itself on, is all technology. So it's easy to say that if there was no technology at all, there wouldn't be an ASICS company in general, because everything that the company does is based off of the technology that they have. Organizational structure and top changes that the companies should probably challenges of the company that ASICs have. So the structure of the company is a little bit different than most companies, as they hold their shareholders at the very top. Everything that they do, every decision that they make involves their shareholders. And along with the shareholders, it goes through four different boards, which would be the Nominations and Compensations Committee, the Board of Directors, the Audit and Supervisors Board, and the Accounting Audit. All these people are considered into when any changes are being made in the company, as they are impacted greatly, and they can also help with decisions being made. Next, you'd have your executive organization, which includes the president and the COO, and then all the executive officers. And the executive officers are changed every year, so that there is a new perspective brought in, and they're not keeping the same people in the same spaces, as they like to get the input not only from corporate office, but they like to get the input from people in the field, which include sales associates, store managers, assistants, district managers, regionals as well. Some challenges of ASICs would be um, them just trying to compete by staying true to their values that they have. They are doing a great job of it now, but as retail moves more to online, they'll have to do more marketing so that people can understand and see ASICs for what it is. Another challenge of theirs and a part of their plan for 2019 and 2020, it's their action plan, is they want to sell more of their top quality clothing. Their clothing has a lot of technology put into it, but people do not quite understand what it is or why it's priced the way it is. So that is a challenge for them to try to convey that message over to customers so that they can get what they're paying for and understand what they're wearing and how to wear it as well. And concepts and reactions to change. So, four concepts that really stuck out to me while I was doing my job shadowing and learning about the company was organization for efficiency. ASICS has a certain way that they want things to go so that things can always be organized, so that things can always be efficient. This goes right into planning ahead because everything for a store is always planned out a month ahead, and all schedules are planned out 2 weeks ahead so that everybody's always ahead just in case any mistakes or anything pops up. It's easy to make changes. Second was their treatment of employees. This is very big to them because they want everybody to be able to work in a stress fun um, and knowledgeable environment, and they make sure that that is done. Lastly, would be the use and knowledge of the technology. Like I said, the company essentially would not be around if it wasn't for technology, and they do a great job of having us understand the use of the technology, whether it's technology with the shoes and clothing, so what those things are comprised of, also down to everything that we use to help us sell, market, and better inform our customers on what we're doing and how we're doing it and just the products in general. So ASIC's reaction to change. They're starting to come around. They used to be more of one of the stubborn companies why you didn't hear about them so much. They are one change that they did make was combining two of their three websites together so that people are um, can easily see other product that they do have to offer other than just running shoes. They'd also offer fashion shoes and clothing. Um, they are starting to see the bigger picture of marketing and of change because that only gets them to reach more people and more customers to help change the lives of others. And the last thing is um, they need to just learn to make the constant changes of retail and of business work in their favor. So, still staying true to those morals and values that they do have, but adapting to the change so that they don't stray away from that. Um, my likes and talent program include I like that I became closer to God. I used to talk to God on a weekly basis. Now I talk to Him on a daily basis. Also, in this program, I learned a lot about myself that I am a lot smarter and a lot work savvy and a lot more determined than what I believed. Also learning more about management. Everything that I have learned through each class has helped me change my management skills and how I saw the world of management. Our job is to lead people and manage them and give them skills so that they can go out into the world and become better. Challenges that I faced were understanding some of the material. A lot of it was easy, but a lot of it also was hard to understand and put into a perspective in a business setting, though a lot of it did talk about business. Some of it we had to incorporate into our own lives and make that into business. Um, Not speaking on the same things. I have been in management for 5 years now, and I have a lot of the same examples, a lot of the same reoccurring things. So, not sounding so redundant in my papers and in my discussion posts. And lastly, it was time management was really hard through this whole degree process just because I changed jobs 3 different times, excelling in my career, and finding time to balance both school and the changes of those careers were a little bit hard. my experience in the program. I am beyond thankful for this program and what I have learned. I've learned more about myself and have developed as a person so much. I cannot wait to return for my master's degree in the next few months. So, good luck to all my classmates. Thank you to my professors, and thank you to everyone for making me better. Resources, and thank you for watching.